What's up, YouTube people that hopefully may or may not be watching this? As you can tell by the hair and the sweat, been having it out with this Subaru. Sorry, dogs. Anyway, this is a 1999 Forester. It's the EJ25 motor, so it's a, I think, 2.5 liter four banger. Anyway, this video is for specifically the coolant temperature sensor. I did not find any freaking videos for this year or anything like pretty much about this motor except for like general shit. So after a couple hours of searching, I found the location of this thing and I just decided to kind of go at it. So got your standard motor and all that. The intake manifold box is usually right there. You'll want to take all that off down to this hose. I went to take that off, realized I don't freaking need to, so whatever. Tools that you might want to have. I definitely always have a magnet because I'm super prone to dropping shit. And yeah, well, you know, good to have something to grab it. What I used is a 3/4 deep well socket. This will get that sensor off. This is the size you need. I used a 12 point, but you can use whatever you want. Unhook. Oh wow, that's bad corrosion. Don't worry about that. Unhook your ground. And then I had 6-inch extension, 3-inch extension, and a little angle dealy, and that really helped out a lot. You also may want some angled needle nose or at least long needle nose, and I will show you why. The reason why is because you want to get this clip right here. That usually sits all the way down here at the bottom. You want to remove that piece, which also has this topper on it, you know, kind of goes like that, whatever. And as you can tell, this piece goes to the airbox. This is one of the airbox mounts. You'll need a 10mm socket for this mount and that one there. That's the only two mounts. You'll need like a Phillips or a flathead for the ring around that, depending on what you have, blah, blah, blah. I pretty much did it with pliers. Anyway, wiggle this piece out. If it'll come out, there we go. And what I did is I've heard that sometimes when you're pulling a coolant temp sensor is that they will leak coolant fluid. Stuff that with a little bit of paper towel. Might be good to get some of the gunk out of there anyway. Here is your sensor. And the reason why you want to undo that ground is because you got this plug and this plug here, that at least the top plug helped me be able to get the socket in, you know, all that stuff. But you're going to have to work around this freaking wiring harness. You're going to have to keep pushing that out of the way till you can get the socket right there onto that brass part. Now, this pin, on mine, it was seated right here. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. If you got a pick or at least like a smaller flathead, just be careful prying this thing off, because if you screw that, you're kind of screwed in general. Once you get the socket onto there, after you get the plug off, it's pretty straightforward. You just undo it. Mine did not leak any fluid, so, you know, I wasn't really worried about it. And then you just get it back on there about hand tight. That's really all I did. Seems to work just fine. I put a little bit of thread tape on there just to kind of help seal it up, and good to go. Then you pretty much just put everything back together. I used a pick that's I'd say about 8 inches or so. And then I had another little pick right here to kind of help pry, just, you know, flat on both ends. Outside of that, pair of pliers, another pair of pliers, and I was just getting the clips off. Otherwise, you should be good. Hopefully this video helps somebody. You know, I didn't want to film myself doing the work. I always find that annoying, but if I could just do a quick explanation, just go ahead, get it right out in the open. It's usually better. One last thing I do want to mention is this is on the passenger side of the vehicle. So, got the front of the vehicle, airbox. This is the whole passenger side. So, you go straight in for this mount, straight down, and then right there. So use this mount as your point of reference because it is right in line with it. Just underneath everything. Because why not over-engineer? When there's all the dead space on the other side of the motor, you could have put the wiring harness over there. But anyway, hopefully this helps somebody, and have a good one, guys.